Hello and welcome to episode 364 of the Drive the Green podcast. I'm your host, Matty B, joined in studio by Bronell, Harv, and Canoop. On this episode, it's Masters Week, so we're going to buzz through Brian Harman winning the Valero Texas Open, Angel Cabrera sighting as he wins on the Champions Tour, in prime form as he heads back to Augusta for the first time in years since he served time in prison. And we're going to unveil not only the final results of this ultimate Saskatchewan golf course that wrapped up on Saturday, but we're also going to unveil our Masters menus, our ultimate golf course, and then talk a little bit about the Masters in general. But before we do that, we want to thank our sponsors, Player Golf, PLYRGolf.com. Use the promo code DriveTheGreen for 20% off your order. Bit of an update for everyone. I was a liar last week. Due to some unforeseen circumstances, Chase updated that some of the new product is in, but not all of it, so they want to wait till all of it's available before they send it out. So we might be looking at May before you can use that promo code on the new stuff. But that being said, still got plenty of tournaments coming up. I know great news, the Kickoff Classic at Harbor, our tournament in conjunction with Players, sold out. So if you're listening to this and you were kind of biding your time to see if you can make it or not, well, that's unfortunate because you can't.
Tough titties.
Away, hey?
Yeah. Month
What's
away.
that? Month away, yeah.
Yeah, so that's going to be exciting. Full field for that. We were almost full last year, so it was just a matter of time before it filled to the brim. Bronell's shaking his head. That was due to his last sip of the Azalea drink that Canoop made for us here for the show tonight.
I'm just not a vodka guy.
Yeah, well, I'm sure you're still going to drink it, though.
Oh, yeah. I'm thirsty. So
You'd only have 6 of them,
Yeah,
and then
I'm
you'd
just going to grab
switch,
a
eh?
lawnmower right after.
So that's exciting times, but sad news on the launch front. You'll have to wait to use that promo code on new items, but you can still use it on all the old stuff, the stuff that isn't already discounted. So if you like some of the stuff from last year, head to playergolf.com and either pick up some discounted items or use our promo code. We're also members of Team Callaway. The temperatures are changing, so we are very, very close. I did hit some wedges in the backyard this past weekend, which was nice to hit off grass, take some divots out of the old backyard grass. Dogs, I try to go wherever the dog piss patches are because I know I'm going to have to replace that anyway, so I just take divots out.
That's smart.
Yeah. So rather than like scratch up the dead grass, I've just been going around with the wedge and just hitting shots out of it and just chewing up the grass that way.
Yeah, and the size of your yard, you're probably hitting full wedge shots.
Not quite.
120 yards.
Those wedges are nice. I can't
Yeah,
wait
those
to hit them
Opus
outside.
wedges. Yeah. They're the all blacks. Oh, it's so good. So it's nice to get outside. We're going to be using the new Elite drivers here very, very soon outside. The Deer Ridge driving range should be open this week.
It's open right now.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I'm going to the
People
driving
were-
range tomorrow after work.
People were brave in the wind today when I was driving
Yeah,
back
this
into
was
town.
gross today.
Yeah,
I
with
wouldn't have
warm
gone
weather
today.
comes the wind, which is the shitty part. But yeah, time to head outside and get warmed up for those of you that have access to a field or a driving range, some extra balls, just playing outside, which is nice. Spring cleanups here. So, and if it's not too late to book a session to get fitted with either Duff or head to GMAC, the Golf Fitting Lab in Regina, to get you tuned up for the upcoming season. We're also members of the Churchill family. I mentioned we're drinking azaleas tonight, so no Churchill
I'll be
products.
having one
Oh, you're
after,
gonna,
yeah.
okay, grab me one when you get one. Okay,
Sure.
that would be great.
Right
thanks.
there.
Yeah, some mowers on the table right there. Are those cold?
No, I got it in the fridge. Yeah.
You got some
Not
in the
cold?
fridge?
They got some in the fridge.
Pop is fine, not cold, but beer? Come on.
He's got some in
have
the
some.
fridge.
Good.
Just ignoring. Yeah. So I guess we will be having.
Oh, man.
I might chug this azalea now just to get to the mowers.
Yeah.
And last but not least, we're proud members of the Mecklenburg Financial Group family. Rich wanted me to, I've been plugging this self-storage, car washes, those types of things for the past year and a half here. So you are invited. He sent me a open house that they're having at Lucky Bastard Distillers on April 29th in Saskatoon at 5 p.m. It's a self-storage, the hidden gem of real estate investing. Like, of course it is. Like, as a investor in self-storage, I can confirm. So what's in it for you? It's insider insights into self-storage market trends, discover why self-storage performs in all economic cycles, Q&A with industry experts, and a unique opportunity to diversify your portfolio beyond the stock market, because many of you that are invested in the stock market right now know how shitty it can be.
They should have like a storage wars thing at their storage facility.
Just like all the ones that leave, they can
Yeah,
sell
they just
that
sell
into
'em.
the investment fund.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not a bad idea. So yeah, self-storage is booming and smart investors are paying attention. Are you? Reserve your spot now to RSVP at mfgltd.com. That's RSVP at MFG, Mecklenburg Financial Group Limited, Ltd.com. And if you're in the Saskatoon area, it's got cocktails, appetizers, and learn more about the self-storage fund. So if from an investor myself, I can only say it's something that if you're in the Saskatoon area, you should attend. And if you're not, reach out to those guys and to find out more. Okay?
Nice.
All right.
You might as well do Rusty next.
Yeah, Rusty Shovel. Are we going right into the bracket then?
Well, we can do weeks first.
So Saskatchewan's Ultimate Golf Course is finished, presented by the Rusty Shovel. Do you want to do it now and then our weeks? I think you should do it now. You've been doing it in your week and you've been going first.
The
And then when are we doing ours? At the end, or right into it?
Ooh. Yeah, we should do
Let's
weeks.
save
then.
it. Yeah. Let's
Okay,
save it.
we'll do our weeks, and then we'll do the final course, and then we'll do our courses. And then we'll talk briefly about Valero, news, then we'll get into all the master stuff we got planned.
Yep.
'Kay.
Does that work?
Yep.
Kind of
Sure.
on the fly, reshuffling the schedule.
Okay, so
The
wait to
agenda.
recap the back nine then?
Yes. Okay.
I'll
You
go
go first, yep.
I'll be quick. In-laws did come down this weekend. As you can see, I got my green Callaway hat back.
Oh, yeah.
My mother-in-law did find it, so I was
Probably didn't
pleasantly
need to.
surprised. I love this thing. And my so that black dad hat, the player
It looks like a knockoff hat.
really.
It looks like
I
someone
really
just
like it.
made a Callaway hat.
It does. It's just because the Callaway is very, very small.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
I like it.
Like those Nike ones that the swoosh is like a quarter of the size
Yeah.
of the actual
Exactly.
swoosh.
And then just did some stuff around the house this weekend. Again, finally got some good weather. Cleaned up the garage, power washed the floor. That place has never been cleaner.
Power washed around the golf cart, or did
No,
you?
everywhere. Like
Fuck, we should have
took
had the pod
everything
there
out.
tonight.
Everything's out. No dust. It's fantastic.
Yeah,
Got a new trampoline mat. Put that on. New netting for it. My wife cleaned up all the dog shit. Just ready to go. Ready to go. 0 drinks this week.
One
Till
tonight.
now.
Last week.
Yeah.
This week will be larger. So
I'll go next. I'll make it quick because we got a long app here. I was sick for a lot of the week, which I think is going around. I think Harv might be
my
sick
wife's
right
sick
now.
right now.
Yeah,
Yep.
it sucked. I was out of commission for like 3 days, but ended up having to go up to Warman to see the in-laws. So I was sick and going up there. Saw my dad too, so took the puppy.
couldn't stay home, hey?
I tried. I put some hints out there, but didn't
You don't
work
want
out.
to travel with a dog. I'll
Yeah.
stay home.
I know. I'm like, this dog's way too young to go. He was absolutely perfect. So
Uh-oh.
yeah, it's okay, I guess, in a sense. But yeah, the rest of my week was just a couple baseball practices and scouring Google and Facebook for Saskatchewan golf holes. That's pretty much all I did. So very light week in the Churchill booze count. Like, might be the lightest. 5 this week because I was sick. So I don't drink when I'm sick.
And how many days were you sick, would you say?
3.
That tracks.
Yeah.
It's about 9 if you weren't sick.
Exactly. Yeah. So 169 and 94 now. Oh, 90. What's 89 plus 7?
96.
Yeah. 169 and 96. Nice.
Okay, I'll go next. What did I have here? Oh, yeah. Apparently, I need to apologize to this Paul Crane. Because someone posted on our Nipawin YouTube video.
Like a month ago, or how long
It was
ago?
only a month ago.
Might have been a year
Yeah.
ago.
I
think
don't
it was
know,
only a
but
month.
anyways, he said that there's that clip that I don't know if we clipped it out or not, but where I hit the person behind us golf ball into the woods because they almost hit me, and he said that was my friend Paul Crane. So I should apologize to him, but I'm not gonna because he almost hit me. So like, tough titties, buddy. Like that's golf. I also thought it was funny. He's like, he lost. So he's like, you got angry, so my friend lost his ball.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Happens to the best of them.
Yeah. So, anyways, I mean, I ain't apologizing to him. Like that was close to hitting me. So, and then the other thing, I think my wife and I, we traumatized our kids pretty bad on the weekend there. So put them to bed, and then we were just sitting outside because it was a nice night and just kind of hanging out. And like all of a sudden, we just hear these kids just like screaming, like bloody murder, like couldn't find us. So they thought, of course, they think we left and
Or
just
you're
left them
dead.
there. Or we're dead.
It's like fastball the way in real life.
Yeah, so that's what they assumed. They didn't bother to check anywhere. They said they went downstairs to look, but we weren't down there, so they just were screaming for like 5 minutes straight. I was like, what is that noise? And then I put 2 and 2 together that it was actually coming from inside our house. And yeah, they didn't go back to sleep very well after that. So
No.
bit of a late night there. I also had 0 drinks this past week, so 86 on the year. I've been basically forced to drink one tonight, so I guess I'll have one for next week.
1.5 round up to 2.
Nothing for this week with your tournament? You wouldn't.
It's at home.
It's at home.
Yeah, you
Doesn't go
wouldn't-
out with the coaches.
I'm only counting this as one drink.
Okay. All right, I'll go last. So for me, pretty quiet. It was a quiet week up till Thursday, and then the Tragically Hip cover band was back in town.
Right.
The hip experience.
Sad I missed that.
Yeah, it was very sad not having you there. So these guys they came in like November or December, I think it was, and they were unbelievable. And the bar owner said they were coming back in April, so we're like, yeah, put us down for tickets. And then they were here this past week. I mean, the guy, weirdly enough, this guy is the perfect Gord Downey impersonator. Like, sounds almost identical, has all the mannerisms, like the craziness, that type of stuff. So it's a very good show. The one guitar player, we sat pretty close to the stage. The one guitar player is unbelievable. So just like a really good show.
Where was it? Sorry?
At Crush Can.
Okay.
So there's like 200 people there maybe. So it's pretty full. But I mean, not a huge show, but I kind of like that better at times.
Oh, yeah.
But the weirdest part is this guy is a Gord Downey impersonator, and then he also does one other tribute band. I'll give you one guess of what it is.
Yeah, you told
and
me already.
You won't get it.
You
Just-
give 100 guesses and you
I
probably
bet you
wouldn't get it.
1,000 guesses
Yeah.
you wouldn't get it. He's also a Tim McGraw impersonator.
Weird.
Tim McGraw and this girl, Tim and Faith. So he does Gord Downey perfectly, and he also does Tim McGraw. So now I kind of want to find some highlights of him doing Tim McGraw to see.
skydiving.
But
I heard
the
that song
weirdest,
today. That's
the
why I was-
weirdest combo of covers I've ever seen. So did that, had some drinks. Yep. Then went to one other curling draw, which was good, but only had one beer there. And then went to the Kinsman Celebrity Sports Dinner here in town.
Oh, right. You had a big week then.
Yeah, it was Curtis Joseph, Craig McTavish, Corey Mace, the Riders coach, and then Lloyd Mosby, the shaker from late 80s Blue Jays. It was supposed to be Grant Fuhr, but he goes to fly up here on Thursday, grabs his passport. It was expired.
That was his excuse?
That was his excuse. But, I mean, that guy's has to come over the border plenty of times to know if his passport's expired or not.
Guess
First
not.
time in 32 years they've ever had a guy not show up. So luckily, spur of the moment, they were able to get Craig McTavish. He was the fill-in. They got him on 1 day's notice.
Busy
Like,
guy.
Yeah. So he
He's
came.
looking old, too.
Yeah,
Very old.
McTavish?
yeah, he's looking pretty old. So it was a good event. I mean, it's his fundraiser. So I always try to pick out my favorite auction item. This year there was some really good ones, and I was willing to go high for some. But one was a Dennis Rodman's Pistons jersey. So I bid it up to $350, and it went for like $425. I'm like, no, not putting a 4 in front of this thing. So then there was a Jerry Rice signed helmet. That one went for like $600-700. Lots of different items. So I ended up landing on a George Springer signed Blue Jays skull cap. The worst part about it is
Skull cap.
it was literally one that someone probably ate nachos out of it before I bought it. It's like the plastic.
Yeah.
It's got no foam inside.
Nothing. just that
Not even
plastic.
the John Olerud
No,
style?
it's got that plastic
So it's a
head-
kid's helmet.
Yes, you know you know what I'm talking about, that plastic like liner that has like the 4 pegs that you
Yep.
have to push
Yeah.
up into. Had that. So I bought it. It was $125, whatever. So I got a George Springer signed lid. He went 3 for 4 tonight. But
Yeah.
then it was like everyone's dressed up, so then we were going down to the patch. It was last night of the curling patch. So I'm like, I'm fucking wearing this thing. I just bought it. People were coming around and smacking me on top of the head because I have a helmet on, but the liner shifted
Oh,
the
yeah,
one
that
time,
would hurt.
and the guy hammered my head, and those 2 pegs that weren't covered anymore smashed in my head. Fuck,
Smarty.
It's still so bruised. Like I can't even touch this one corner of my head. It hurts so much, but worth it. Now, so I took it home. I was sending pictures to my wife. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to buy this. I'm going to get this. It's dirt cheap. So I get it home, and then she lifts it up. She's like, oh, I thought it was like a real helmet signed by him, not a plastic one. I'm like, yeah, it's pretty cheap.
Yeah.
But it came with a card, authenticity card.
Oh,
so
that's
at
good.
least that's good. It
And
wasn't
hey, you
just-
got something.
I got something. And I've been to that thing many times. Almost bought a Griffey bat a couple years ago for like $600. But me and diehard Mariners fan went back and forth, and then I went over to him. I said, how high are you going with this? He's like, whatever is higher than you. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to bid you up anymore then. You can have
Why
it.
didn't you get the tailor-made Hadwin bag?
Oh, nope, not doing it.
Yuck.
Yeah. So
I still don't know how that thing even exists.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know either. So I had 21. So double digits both days. 10 both days. I did keep it calm though. Like 10's not bad for going out twice.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
And then that one beer I had. So 21. So I'm at 240 on the year. And then lo and behold,
Still doing this?
240.
240.
Oh.
I walked 48 kilometers, which was 16 beers, and I had 21, so I dashed 5 on the year,
Yeah.
on the week.
Dug a
So-
hole for April already.
Yeah, I thought about it. I won't have many this week other than these 2 tonight. So yeah, I have 167 drinks available to me, and then 240 I've drank. So I'm down 80. I was thinking about this in the shower yesterday. I was like, why didn't I just go by steps on my watch?
Yeah.
Because I know I said 3 over and
That's what I
above,
said
but if
right
I went
after that.
steps on my watch, I felt like it was too easy. But now it would probably be right on
So
pace.
you need to walk 240 kilometers just to get back to.
Yeah, that's correct. And I've walked 500 to date. So 2 months of walking
Straight
without
up.
a drink.
Summer's
By 1.5
coming.
times.
Lots of walking.
Summer's coming. Yep. So, I mean, keep in mind, my average in the wintertime was between 20 and 30 kilometers. And since it's warmed up, I'm going 50 plus. So
And you're drinking more.
Yeah, good point. All right. Well, let's get into the Saskatchewan's Ultimate Golf Course, which is now complete, presented by the Rusty Shovel. It's Masters Week. You're probably thinking I need a putting green in my backyard. You are correct. So you should reach out to Sean at therustyshovel.ca to hook you up with your plan. Whether you want to do it yourself or get a contractor in, they're the people that you need to see to get that on order. Or you got a sim. You're thinking about next year's sim because now you can play outside. Or you just want to practice, Matt, you name it. Just reach out to them. They got turf. They got everything. They will hook you up. Sean at therustyshovel.ca. Thanks to Sean again for his support of the bracket every year. All right, go
For
ahead,
sure.
Brunel.
So I can't remember what hole we ended
13.
up on. 13?
Yep.
So we were voting on 13, which was
We were voting on 13.
Yeah, so that was I mean, there was that was all par 5s actually, that hole.
Yes.
Forgot about that. Yes. And Jackfish barely beat North Battleford in that one. That was a good one.
Barely, yeah.
Very good one. There was like less than 5 votes, I think, once you go look at Twitter and Instagram. So Lakeside par 5 at Jackfish took down 13, went to 14. Another set of heavy hitters there with Riverside and Dunes in the pole, and Holiday Park, which is actually a pretty good little par 4. But Deer Valley ended up taking that one, so they got their second hole of the bracket, 1 on each 9. Went to 15. Kenosi's in a pole. They're probably going to win. They were in the pole. White Bear was actually in both poles with Kenosi,
Yeah.
hole 1 and hole 15. I mean,
That makes sense.
that hole that 15 at White Bear is really nice, and it's a
It is,
hard
yeah.
hole,
It's
very
very
hard
hard.
hole. 15 at Kenosi's
Yeah,
pretty
it's the
tough
only
too.
straight hole.
Straight-ish.
Straight-ish. It's a slight dogleg left.
Yeah, but not. 90 degrees like
Yep.
every single other ball.
Yeah. The nice little par 3 rostering was in there, but you're up against Kenosee, you're in tough shape. 16, another very close vote. Silverwood was not in the mix. Actually, Nipawin, the par 4 there with the dead tree, Elbow with the beautiful view, and Green Hills were all fairly close, but Green Hills ended up taking it, which I think
Like
we
you
all
make
kind
that
of agreed.
comment about Silverwood, but it got more votes than the Hillcrest did on number 15.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Maybe. 100% it did.
Yeah, but it wasn't against Kenosee.
So what? It was against Nipawin. And
Yeah, we'll save your Silverwood stuff for when you get to your course.
Yeah. Gonna be a lot of
17,
them.
17 couldn't decide if I was going to go, all par 3s or 2 and 2. Figured probably one of the 2 par 3s that I had in there, Moon Lake Moors or Elkridge Birch, were going to win. But Northern Meadows par 5 and Landing par 5 both, could have won. Meadows, that's a
Fantastic hole.
Yeah, very nice hole.
Very, very nice.
if you haven't played Northern Meadows, like, you should go.
Yes.
it's got the best back nine in the province.
Great stay and play. Jackfish also very good stay and play.
Yeah.
But Elkridge Birch ended up taking it. Fine, good hole. Harv maybe have a little more success this year at the old
Probably
Player Cup.
Probably not.
So we came into the last hole with only 1 par 5. So went with 4 par 5s, and there was 4 good ones. Estevan hadn't been on the bracket yet. Candle Lake hadn't been on the bracket yet. And then Moon Lake Moors got a double up, and Legends obviously on there too. Moon Lake Moors ended up taking it. So we end up with the par 71, 36 on the back, and both yardages are the exact same, 32.58.
When I did the math
I
on
did
that,
it
I
ag-
was like, "You did it?"
I did it again today. Yeah.
Yeah, because I was doing the math. I had 32.58 in there, and I was like, "Well, that doesn't make any sense. That's the front." Both nines have the exact same yardage.
Exact same yardages, and one's a 35 and one's a 36, which is interesting.
It is.
Yeah.
Because you got the 600-yard par 5/8 at
Yeah.
Waskesiu in there.
So, yeah, that's right. So 40 courses were involved in the bracket. We also added Aspen Links to the clubhouse vote,
Yes.
which was yesterday. Willows, Rostern, Elmwood, and Aspen Links were the 4 choices. All could have won. I'm surprised Rostern didn't get some more votes with that beautiful new clubhouse there, but Willows actually ended up taking it. Probably right. I mean, as far as all things considered, if you're including range, restaurant, clubhouse, I would give Willows
Yep.
probably the nod there.
And like you said, now it's actually attached to a good golf course.
Yeah, I didn't say that. I said that you would say that.
We can post it.
So yeah, that's the Sask golf course as voted on by our followers, the people. So,
Yep.
Are we going to get into our own courses now?
Yep. So we each are building our own ultimate golf course.
We
Yes.
decided to do all 18, right? Not go one by one.
Yeah, we're going.
of
You're
us?
doing. Everyone's doing their own. Did you guys do your yardages and pars as well?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I have that all done. Do you want me to go first since I'm going, or do
Yeah. You can just ride the wave.
Yeah,
'Kay.
go ahead.
Harv's going
mean,
last.
I
for
was
sure.
going to say, we could just get Harv out of the way. 'Cause
Har-
it's a
Harv-
sham anyway.
Harv can go
A
last.
sham. It's the best course of the 4.
Harv can go last.
We'll
100%.
see. We'll
Uh,
see.
I spent a lot of time on mine, and I've tinkered a little bit. I ended up with 18 different courses
Okay.
for my
I
track.
tried to do that and then realized.
and then I
don't
have
think there's a
clubhouse,
chance.
driving range, and restaurant. There are also 3 different than the 18. So I have 21 different courses involved.
I
here.
didn't do the last 3. I didn't
That's
do
okay.
Yeah.
I
I
just
did
went a little,
clubhouse and range.
little bit above beyond. So I'm going to start with hole number 1. I'm going to probably my favorite opening hole in the province, Loon Lake. Par 4, 386 yards. I just love that hole. Little
Yep.
dog leg left. That beautiful little creek that they built down there. Number 2, this is strictly based on revenge. I'm going number 2 at Northern Meadows. Not the greatest hole at Northern Meadows, but hey, I made an 11 there. So
Okay.
That's the
Uh,
hole you chose to get Northern Meadows in this thing?
Yeah.
Ay, ay, ay.
I want revenge. I just
That
want to
little-
make.
that little creek is just dying for you to come back.
I didn't even
You
hit
had
it in
that,
there.
Ruby.
I didn't even hit it in there. Maddie beat it. So par 4, 372 there. I almost went 2 at Katepwa and 3 at Northern Meadows because 3 at Northern Meadows, then nice par 3 over the water. But I wanted
right.
3 at Katepwa, the par 3. I think that won best par 3 or nicest hole.
Yep. They won the
bracket.
par 3 one, yeah.
Yeah, par 3, 180 yards at Katepwa, so I went with that one. You'll notice a theme with mine. A lot of them are elevated tee boxes because I prefer hitting off an elevated tee box and just love the views. So number 4, I went to Jackfish, Lakeview there, par 4, 425.
Oh, yeah.
Number 5, I know this maybe turned some heads, but I did go Riverside for number 5. I think that's a really nice par 3. 222 yards too, so get a little extra yardage there.
Over that bridge.
Love the bridge, love the tee box. I mean,
Okay.
the green may be a little bit simple, but whatever.
Yep.
It's my course.
Yep.
I
You do
did
what you
end
want.
up putting one Waskasiu hole in this course.
number
and
6.
I went number 6.
Same.
Par 5, 520. I feel like that's the better par 5 at Waskasiu. I can't believe they only have 2 there, but that's my favorite one of the 2.
Don't eat.
Can't have too many long holes at that place. So, come on.
And then 7, I went to Kenosi. So it's a par 4, 433, really hard hole and great hole. A lot of water on my course here too. Number 8, Elk Tamarack, par 5, 524. I think everyone knows that hole.
Mhm.
Harv made a
Also
self
have
eagle
it.
there one time, no big deal. Number
For
9,
skin, right?
Skin, yeah.
yeah. Number 9, I went to Willows for Xena, the par 4, 437.
We got 3 of the same front
So
9.
that's a tough front 9 I got there, and it's a par 36 coming out at 34.99.
Nice.
Pretty long. So number 10, I went Legends. There's not a lot of 10s. So another thing is I didn't put any courses in that I've never played before. So I didn't include Madge. I didn't include Yorkton, Estevan, Wascana. Those are the 4 kind of main ones that I haven't
Yep.
played.
Okay.
So I went Legends, par 4, 415, tricky hole. 11, I went Cook, the short 5 there, par 5, 475. Every course needs a short par 5. I actually have 2 of them on the back 9. But 12, I went to Meadow Lake. I just love that hole.
I also have that as 12.
Me too.
12 at Meadow.
Yeah.
I almost went SGCC, but I ended up, I have them a little later. So par 3, 185. 13, I know this hole's kind of rinky-dink, but it's the signature hole there, and I want revenge there too, just like Meadows. I think I made a big number there when we played North Battleford. So par 5, 455, a short par 5.
Oh, man.
But
This is close. I got that one, too.
well, great minds.
Yep.
14, there's
I'll
not a
go
lot of
next, too,
options there. I went to Deer Valley. I didn't put them at 2 for number 2. I went to Northern Meadows, so I'm going par 4, 391 with the nice creek on the right. 15, I'm going another amazing par 3, the Dakota Dunes par 3 from the elevated tee, par 3, 172. 16, I think this might be unanimous. I don't know, maybe some nip ones
Green
in there,
Hills.
but I'm going Green Hills,
Yep.
par 4, 391. 17, kind of a hole 8, but I'm going 17, Moon Moors, par 3, stunning par 3, 182, over the water, barn in the background or whatever that is on the hill.
Yep.
Yep. And then 18, I'm going Lakeside par 5 at Candle, 588. Just played that course last summer. So par 36 back with 3 of each par, kind of dune style. 32.54 coming in. So a par 72 at 67.53.
Okay.
My par 3s are 3 at Katepwa, 5 at Riverside, 12 at Meadow Lake, 15 at Dunes, and 17 at Moors. So that's pretty good.
Those
set.
are good
Pretty
threes.
good
Yep.
set there.
Yep.
Clubhouse, I'm going Elmwood, just for the fact that I think I'd want to be a member at Elmwood almost more than any other course in the province.
Just sit there and watch
Just-
over 9.
Just that and just the feel there. I mean, I'm not a big Swift fan.
yeah.
It just seems like a club that knows how to put stuff on. You know what I mean?
That's fair.
Like,
Yep.
They think seems like they have things going on all the time.
It seems like they got younger membership,
Yeah.
Yep.
right? That want to hang out there and have some drinks.
Yeah,
and-
exactly.
Yep.
Driving range, I'm going Saskatoon Golf and Country Club.
The
new-
water one?
You can give me either one. I'll take the water one, but I like the new one too. It's really well done. And then the restaurant, I'm going Nipwin. So we ate there when we went on a
Yeah, it was good.
roadie. Good
'Kay.
menu there. So yeah, that's my
Nice.
my track.
Okay, I'm going to go next.
Is it the same?
It's very close, so that's why. But the funny thing is as I was making this, I ended up with a par 74 for 7,400 yards. So I was like, man, I got to go back. So I had to swap some out because I didn't think you guys would be okay with a par 74.
Did
You
I
can
say
do whatever
mine?
you want.
Did I
Yeah,
say mine
par
was
72,
67?
yeah.
50,
Yeah.
67, 53.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm
That's
going
tips, but
hole 1 at Evergreen. start with that par 5, 550 dogleg, right? Then I
Okay.
went 2 at Katepwa, 370.
Real good hole. Yep.
Then I went 3 at Loon. So then I
Mhm.
get the 4,
It's a
450.
hard start.
Yeah, and then I went to 4 at Willow Bunch, that par 3 elevated tee. 5 I went with Cook, par 4, 424. It was in the bracket.
Yep.
6 I also had Slew, that par 5. So I got 3 5s on the front. So I'm 37-35 on this thing.
Okay.
Okay. Then I went 7 at Sageview. Like I had to put that in there.
What's the Avonlea hole that you got that ace on?
Oh,
It's also 7.
Yeah, 7.
You can swap it now. if you want.
138. No. I thought about it.
Same yardage. Maybe a little less.
Then I went 8 at Tamarack. So when we were talking about courses here, I have one from each of the 3 Elkridge courses.
Oh, yep.
So
That's fine.
I went 8 Tamarack and then 9 Willow Xena. So I'm at 35-87, par 37 going out.
Okay.
Okay. So then that's where I kind of dicked myself a little bit because I only got 1 par 5 on the back.
Well,
So
Waskasoo's
10
got 0, so you're not too
Yeah,
bad.
that's
Elite courses, don't they?
so 10 was Riverside. Par 4, 433 at
I
Riverside.
think that'll be on a couple.
Yeah, then I went to 11. I went Elk Aspen.
Yep.
So hole 2 there. 12, I went Meadow Lake, the same par 3 you had. Harv also has it. 13, I went North Battleford, so same as you again. 14, I went with Dunes.
Yep.
Par 4, 450.
Neat little green on that hole.
Yeah.
I like the approach shot is nice.
And then 15, I went Kenosi, the one that was in the poll. I thought about White Bear.
Yeah.
Those 2 were really good 15s. 16, Green Hills, just like you. And then 17, 18 was my issue because I wanted to do 17 at Meadows, 18 at Legends. But if I went 2 5s there, I was at a par 74. Or actually, that was a par 75, actually.
That makes
Yeah. So then I went Birch 8
Yeah.
to get up 3 in there. And then for 18, I was like, I still want to go par 73 and put Legends in there. But I ended up with the Royal just because.
The
That's a
18th
good
at the
hole.
Royal.
18th at the Royal. The green is incredible,
They're
but
redoing it
they're
now, too.
redoing it now. So we'll see what it looks like afterwards.
Yeah.
So I went with the Royal for 4, 436. So I'm a par 72 at 69.12.
nice.
That's lengthy, yep.
37-35.
You
All
got
right.
clubhouse, driving range, restaurant.
So if I had to pick, I did not do that. If we're taking privates out of there, like obviously going to the Royal member guest, like I love that clubhouse.
Yeah, probably.
But if I had to pick, I would probably pick the new one at Rostern
you can
for
put
clubhouse.
privates in if you want.
Well, yeah, if I'm putting privates in, then the clubhouse is the Royal for sure.
I agree.
Okay. I had a
Um,
Riverside.
What's that?
I had a
Yeah, I had
Riverside.
a Riverside. Yep. And then my driving range. Probably Silverwood for Harv.
Oh, wow.
And then restaurant. Restaurant's a tough one because I was like trying to think of like the small ones, like Katepwa. There was like enough for seating for like 8 people.
Willow Bunch chicken Caesar wraps.
Yeah, actually that's what it is. The kitchen is Willow Bunch Caesar wraps. Thank you for
Nice.
that.
Green Hills was
A,
pretty
liter-
good.
a
Yeah.
literal shack.
Yeah, Green Hills is good too.
Yeah, I also thought about making this a complete like joke of a course and like start at 1 Willow Bunch with a par 3, 160
We had
yards.
2 of them.
So
Just all
But-
3s and 5s.
yeah, so that's mine.
All right. I'm gonna start mine in PA. We're gonna start at Cook. We're gonna start with 433.
Okay.
We're gonna go to Deer Valley. Kind of copy everybody else with what we had with our
yeah.
pool.
Yep.
And then we're going 3 at Loon Lake. I think you
Yep, I
had
had it,
that
yep.
as well. We're going Dunes 4,
Mhm.
484. So we got
Top one.
a big start.
Yep.
Right, 433, 168 on that par 3. You got 450 and then 484. And then we're heading to Elkridge Birch 4. So
It's the
444.
longest course
right there.
of all
That's your
time.
5.
It's not.
Like,
It's not.
He's gonna
Don't
get to
worry.
7,400 yards.
Hole 6, we're at Riverside, so we're going with that par 5.
Oh, okay.
that's
on the
Worst of the bunch.
yeah.
I don't mind it. It's got a lot of bunkers protecting that green. I don't know. I kind of like it.
That front left bunker can be a little bit of it.
I did go to Sageview. I have played it once. I really actually did enjoy that hole.
Yeah.
Elkridge Tam 5, par 5 on 8.
Front
So
right bunker.
Same with you, right? So same as you guys, and then Legends 9 for me, 428. So par 36 going out at 35.83, so not that bad.
That's it.
Yeah.
Still
A couple short
on
par
pace for 71.
Yes. Back nine is fun. Riverside
fun.
10, 433. It's just a fantastic hole.
Mm-hmm.
11 for me is Elk Ridge Aspen, 421.
Yeah.
For hole 12, we're going to Yorkton. I know you've never
Cade
been,
loves
but
it. Yeah.
it's a great hole. That green's kind of set down into the little creek there, or that bog that they have down there.
Yeah.
Hole 13, Cook, 400 yard kind of dog leg right around the corner. Demanding-ish tee shot, really small green. This is where you're going to hate, Bronell. Meadows, hole 14, 130 yards, so they'll short
Why
par
do I
three.
hate that? I love that hole.
Dakota Dunes, 15, par 3, 176.
Oh my God!
Going
did
back
it. He
back
did
to
it.
back threes. Back
Oh,
to
yeah.
back threes on my back nine. Then we're going to go ahead to Nipawin for hole 16, 340. Then we're going to 17 Northern Meadows, 556. And then the 18th hole, Deer Valley. I'm going to go with their finishing hole there. I don't know. It's a fun little hole.
Yeah. Just bail right, and
so gets
I've
me
never made
to-
anything more than par there.
Gets me to par 71 at 68.41. So it's not too bad.
Why wouldn't you put Legends to go to 72?
Nah, I didn't want to go back to back fives.
You could have gone Estevan or Candle. Oh yeah, well you went back
Yeah.
back threes.
Hey,
so
that's
Yeah,
okay though.
That's where I thought when I
I'm
was
used
not
to that.
okay.
I
I'm
was doing
used
the
to
math
that.
on his, and
Yeah.
I was like, okay, 3-3, and then I was like 5-3-3-5-5 on the
Yeah.
back would be hilarious.
every single par four on his course is like driver 6 iron.
No, it's not.
You don't have any like short nice
Yeah, I do.
like a random.
Nipawin, 340.
What's your clubhouse and range and
Clubhouse, I'm with Maddie. So clubhouse and restaurant, I'm going with Royal. There's just
Just
so
because you
much.
worked there.
Yes, but there's so much on the menu, and it's delicious food.
Okay.
I think it's just. I think the biggest thing about Royal is the way they have it set up with like their big lounge area and then the bar just next door. It's a true club feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Range, I don't know. Legends, humongous. Just I don't know.
Dirt
Pasture.
It's fine.
It's a pasture.
It's a range. Who cares?
Yeah.
I
Well, I
said
mean,
Hillcrest?
Elk's got a nice range
Eh.
when it's open.
Okay, fine. Dunes. There you go.
Ah, that was a
that
better
might
one.
be
Yeah.
worse. Jeez.
All right, Harv, let's get the Silverwood Waskasiu shit show out of the way.
Oh yeah, I do want to say no Waskasiu in my.
Yeah, that's why it's the
In my-
worst one. I'm making up for it. Okay. My ultimate course. Number 1, Waskasiu, par 4, 335 yards. Number 2, Waskasiu, par 3, 135 yards. Number 3, Loon Lake.
Yeah,
That might be the best hole in the province. I don't care what anyone says.
it's very good.
Yeah, another one
With
that you
that
guys got to
new-
play if you haven't played it.
Yes.
New tee box out to the right there is going to be way better. Anyways, 450 yards. Number 4, Silverwood, par 3, 180 yards. Number 5, Elk Birch, par 4, 428 yards. Number 6, I went Deer Valley. Wasn't even in the vote, but it's a good hole.
Yes. It
Six
could have
is
been.
Especially from the way back when
Yeah.
you're way back in that chute.
It wasn't
Oh,
on there
that's the
because it
dogleg
needed,
right?
needed
Yeah.
a par 5 there.
Yeah. So it's par 4, 396 yards. 7, I had to go to Sageview, par 3, 130. 8, Waskasiu, obviously, par 5,
rest.
600 yards. And number 9, I went Katepua Beach, par 5. Back-to-back par 5s
Oh
on the
boy.
front for 507, the dog leg left.
Yeah.
Yep.
So par 35, 3161 out the front.
Okay.
And then the back 9.
Good thing
we-
you had that 600 on there.
Longer than I
that's
thought
why
it
I
was
put
going
it
to be.
in there.
Holy.
Yeah, that's why it's in there. Number 10, Riverside, par 4, 433. Number 11, Elk Aspen, par 4, 426.
3 at the 4.
It had
Had
the
it-
same
had that
back
one.
9 start. Yeah.
Hole
No, I didn't
12,
have Riverside.
Meadow
No, we
Lake,
all did.
par 3,
Yeah, all had
185.
Riverside,
Same
yeah.
3 starting holes as Canoop. 13, I went to Jackfish, par 5, 526.
Like it.
14, Riverside, par 4, 487 from the back tees.
Yeah.
So
That
getting
hole's
some
a
length
beast.
here.
Mhm.
15, Dunes, par 3, 172 or whatever it is. 16 has to be Green Hills, maybe the second best hole in the province, in my opinion. Par 4, 391. 17 Northern Meadows. I wanted 16 to be Meadows as well, but need the length. So 17 Northern Meadows, par 5, 550. And 18, bringing it home,
Waskesiu.
Waskesiu.
Yeah.
Par 4, 372.
That's actually you only had 4 Waskesiu and one
Silverwood.
Silverwood? That's not that bad. I thought it was going to be way more.
Yeah, me too.
36 out the back, 35, 46 for a par 71, 67.07.
I think he started. That's pretty good. I think he started making it like as Silverwood, Waskesiu
Yeah.
back and forth, and he was like, "What?"
I ran out of holes.
I was like,
I ran out of good holes at these courses.
I was just making the best course.
The yardage.
So I put the best ones from Waskesiu, the best one from Silverwood. I can't finish with a par 3. That's just not allowed. So it's just the best course with what was available.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're
Oh, and Clubhouse, I got roster and range. I got Deer Valley, and restaurant, I'm going Cook.
that's pretty good combo. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Cook's Restaurant.
So that's it. We'll post those on socials tomorrow, I think.
Yep.
Okay, let's get into Valero Texas Open and then news and Masters.
And picks and making the cut and all that stuff. So,
Yeah.
Long pod, Masters
Valero
and
Texas
news,
Open.
Masters
Brian
tomorrow.
Harman, the gritty little bulldog, as he's called, gets his 4th win on tour, first since the 2023 British Open or Open Championship, or whatever you want to call it. And it was windy, and he's good in the wind, so it makes total sense.
It made total sense. Yeah, everyone was going backwards on Sunday, including him.
But he
I
had, what,
think
like
Ryan,
a 30-stroke lead? So
Yeah, and Ryan Gerard with his 4 under shot up like 30 spots to get to 3rd or whatever.
Yep.
But it was the classic case of you want these guys to play and win to see how hard it is, and it was hard.
And it was cold.
Cold and hard, and
I saw a highlight
Chaos.
of Gerard. He was wearing like a snowsuit.
Oh, yeah.
that's
Lots of guys
probably
were
why he
wearing
shot
suits.
4 under. Yeah,
Tighten
so
up the swing.
So, I mean, it was kind of a weird tournament because Saturday it looked like he was running away with the thing, and most people, I think, didn't really have it in scheduled viewing for that reason. And then front 9 was back and forth, and then by the time you sit down to watch back 9, and then everyone's just falling apart, and he wins by 3.
He made it interesting for a little while because he made that, what was that, double or triple, and then they were kind of tied at 9 and kind of held everybody off and
and
went
then
forward from there.
Novak, I mean, chasing your first win sometimes separates the finishers from the non-finishers, and it's exactly what happened. Like, Harman's been in that position before, like Harv mentioned. He's a good wind guy. He knows how to stay the course, and Novak just kind of sputtered more than he did.
Yeah.
That's
And
really
his
what it came down to.
Pre-shot routine so long that he can outweight the gusts.
Yeah. or mistime them. But yeah, I mean, I think this tournament is kind of tough because everyone uses this weekend. It certainly didn't help that it was nice out here for Saskatchewan viewing, but you kind of use this weekend as Masters prep, right? It's like, I know next weekend I'm not doing anything.
I didn't watch 1 second.
Yeah, because you knew that you were going to watch so many seconds this upcoming weekend.
We made it home in time. Like, we traveled back from Saskatoon, and I just didn't even bother turning it on.
Yeah,
Because we had stuff to do, and
I said to my wife, she wants to have a garage sale, and I want to get that shit out of my garage. So I said this past weekend, I'm like, I am going to commit to getting ready for the garage sale because in years past we've had one. I mean, we haven't had one for a while, but the previous garage sales she's had, I always like make it a point to never be around because I hate garage sales, especially
the
running
worst.
one. But I said to her, I'll be around this one because it's Masters weekend. If you hold it on Masters weekend, I'll put a TV in the garage with the Masters on. I'll be in the house. But if you need to do stuff, I'll just walk outside and help you with it.
yeah.
This is a perfect weekend to have it. So she's going to have a garage sale while the Masters are on, and I'll just be around all weekend.
You're
not bad.
around. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, granted, I'm going to be watching the Masters app all weekend, too, because anytime you see a number, it's like, that's the best part. You get to just, like, watch every shot. How did that guy make bogey on 8?
Yeah.
I'll just go watch every one of his shots. Oh, that's how. So I think scheduled viewing was not a thing for many people this weekend. So
Nope.
tough
And the
ratings, I
recap
think.
shows. Not much less to talk
And the
about.
recap shows.
Tom Hoagie was 5th. He did have a bogey-free 3rd round, and he only hit 9 greens. And if I understand the tweet correctly, it's only happened 2 other times this year, and it was also this week,
Really?
Wild.
like Thursday, Friday. So I think I might be wrong there. That's how I interpreted the tweet, but maybe that was something else. Bud Colley was also 5th. Is he back? Or is he
Sounds
finally
like it.
arrived? Like, was he ever good?
He's arrived.
I
yeah.
think
He's
arrived.
finally arrived. He's been on tour since like 2009.
I know.
I think it's he's arrived. Finally arrived. Yeah.
Because he's got 3. I was looking into it. He has 3 top 10s already this year, and I think his best season ever is like 4 top 10s.
I
Wow.
just his story every time, like now that he's consistently playing well, is just crazy that he was a good player and went through everything he's went through, and now like to stay the course and get all the way back is just crazy to me.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like
Yep.
Golf's a funny
That
game.
injury and
yeah,
him to
like
keep
you
out,
just shut
yeah.
it down.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's safe to say he's got his card back from the
Yeah.
major
Yeah.
medical. But who else do we have in here? Patrick Fishburne, T5. He made a 106-foot putt.
Yeah, longest on tour ever? No, what was it? I think it
Not
was
ever since like
for a long time.
78 or
Yeah,
some
been a
some
long,
or
long
88
time.
or something like that. I thought someone just made like a 93-footer or something a few weeks ago.
It's funny when you say
made
106 foot
that
putt,
up.
I just expected it to look longer on TV. Didn't like look like 106 feet. I think he was a long ways away, but
Like, how big is that green?
yeah,
33 yards?
part of the reason why guys aren't hitting them that long, they don't
Exactly.
have green complexes that big.
Exactly. Keith Mitchell finished 12th. Someone wrote down that he's the new Charlie Hoffman because he's was first after round 1 2 weeks ago, last week, and this week.
Nope, he got nipped.
Oh, at
Ryder
time of the
post-
tweet.
at the
Ryder
time of the
nipped him.
tweet.
Last
Yeah,
minute,
At
yeah.
time of the tweet, he was in first place.
yeah,
so
and then Ryder beat him by 1.
you don't want that moniker of the new Charlie Hoffman, so I guess he's not. Ben James, amateur in this event, he was tied for 6th after round 1, finished 33rd. So a bit of a fun story there. And the only other thing I had was Max Homa split with his caddy. Didn't help.
He did, hey,
Yeah,
with Grenier or
still
whatever.
missed the cut.
Split with them probably because he decided he needed to make a little bit more money.
The
They've been
caddy,
together
you
for a long
think?
time, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, that's all I
He-
had. Canadians,
What
I
was
guess.
he?
Was it Lee Grenier? That's his name, right?
No.
Someone else.
Fuck.
That's
No,
his caddy, is it not?
No,
anyways,
no.
I was gonna say he was 3rd at the Masters last year, Max Homa.
Yeah.
And
been
what
a while.
is it
Joe
just been
Greiner.
Joe Greiner. Close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3-letter first name, very close on the last name.
3rd at the Masters last year, and I don't think he's sniffed the top 40 since, has he? I think we looked this up,
It'd be
but like
hard-
that's-
Full
hard pressed.
unbroken.
his odds are way down this year. Like way
Maybe
down.
low ownership in DraftKings.
You
I should
may-
throw him on a team.
What would the
I've
odds
already
be if
bet
we
him
were to
to
make
miss
a
the
bet?
cut,
I'd
so-
get he has to finish 3rd or better at the Masters, and you get everything else. What do I get? Versus what do you got?
I'd give you 15 to 1.
That's it.
Maybe probably
Should be
25 to 1.
500 to 1. Top 3?
Well, what's his?
He's
what's
3rd
his-
last year.
Okay. What about?
You just said he hasn't finished.
Did you say you said 150 to 1? Well, it can't be better than his actual odds because that's to win.
Okay, so far 25 season, T26, WD, T53, cut.
It's Max almost 225 to 1 to win.
Yeah. I'll give you
500.
I'll give you 100. I'll give you 100 to 1 that he's not.
100 to 1.
Yeah. Top 3 though. That's
But what's the 100 of? Like, what are we betting?
What have we been 100 of?
I don't know. Drinks on the pod.
100 sips of a beer.
So he was T3 at the Masters. His best finish was the Wells Fargo, which was 2 weeks after that, was T8. So his best finish since that T8 was T22. And there is about half of his starts have been miscuts.
Anyways,
Canadians.
it's enough. Canadians?
Yeah.
Who the hell jinxed Corey Connors this week? Who looked and thought this
Nope.
guy might win this
Nope.
week?
Didn't have it-
Someone did. Someone did.
I did get it.
Yeah, I know you did. Just admit they're real. That's all we want.
Yeah, because he kind of tanked. He was right up there and ended up finishing T18. Still like his chances this week though. Like this course, he does well here. Svensson T47. At least he made the cut. And Ben Silver missed the cut. He is struggling.
Very much so. Yep.
He was leading the tournament driving distance or something early in the tournament. You see that tweet he posted?
Hmm.
It was just
And
like a billboard or whatever, a video board on the course of like driving leaders, and he was at the top, so he took a picture. But
I don't have a shot of the week. 'Cause,
aces,
I didn't
Tony
watch, so I'm
Finau
gonna grab
made
it
an
here.
ace to make the cut after 3 straight bogeys. So then an ace to make the cut. Birthdays, Shane Lowry turned 38. And shot of the week, mine's Ryan Gerard through those trees.
That was a good shot.
And like punched it through the trees, through a bunker up onto the green, made the putt.
Oh yes.
And that's my shot of the week.
Mine was gonna be that. What the hell was her name? Asterisk Tally on Saturday.
Her name is Asterisk?
Her name is Asterisk. Yes.
Asterisk?
Asterisk.
Which is how it actually. What's the actual spelling of it?
Through the trees. I think it was on hole 17 at Augusta. She had just hit a feathered one right through the trees, hit it up to like 10, 12 feet, and ended up making it a putt for a birdie. So
I see you.
Okay, news. Quick hits here for the news.
Starting with Angel.
No.
Okay.
Start with, I guess, Tiger's playing April Fool's jokes on everyone.
That was terrible.
How
I
many-
fucking
coming
hate
back.
I
April
wanted to
Fools.
go back and look again, but I didn't today to see how many people just bought it.
Yeah.
Like people
He's
would have
back,
got
baby.
boners over
You
that.
know who did buy it?
Full-on boners.
You know who did buy it? My father.
Serious?
No.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh,
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah.
did he email you?
No, he,
Oh.
I went. I
That's
went.
what
and
figured where
I
you
went and
going with that.
visited him. He's like, "So Tiger's playing the Masters now?" I'm like, "No, his ankle's destroyed." He's like, "Whoa, I saw something that he's playing." Sorry, yeah, it was April Fools.
I
But,
actually.
like, why is he doing that?
But he's 80 years old, so
No, not your dad.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
Tiger.
Why is he
is
doing
Tiger- Like, why is Tiger doing that? First, the weird
that can't be
Trump
him running the
daughter
account.
picture, and now this. Like,
Yeah, it
I
can't be
in a
actually-
him.
week.
It's
It's
funny.
her.
It's
She's
funny you
running
bring
it.
your dad up because I got an email this week and I meant to send it to you because I thought it was actually drafted by your dad.
Was it sent from an iPad?
No, it wasn't. But it was like a bunch of like single sentences that were just like matter of fact.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if I can find it before the show's over. And I was just like, "That's a hilarious email. That's something Bronell's dad would send."
I hadn't talked to him in like probably a couple weeks or 3 weeks, and I sent him like this email about the kids' hockey, and they're on the same baseball team this year. And then at the end, I just put, "How are you doing?" And then all he sent back was just "Okay." That's it, just "Okay." Sent from my iPad. Like I thought he'd say something about the sports stuff, but nothing. Just "Okay."
You didn't hook him in. Like, what can we tell you here? Next, Wesley Bryant, I guess, played in a YouTube match with Grant Horvat, and I guess the tour is pretty mad about this, and we're threatening like punishment to Wesley Bryant.
It was the duels one. It was the live creator tournament that they had this week.
Oh, that's what it was?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize that was this week.
Yeah.
It's not in the news. Anyways, yeah, so the tour, because I guess he plays on tour
Yes.
sometimes.
Occasionally.
I don't know. I don't know what's going to come of it, but who gives a shit, really? Like, what does it matter?
Just let them do what they want to do. Doesn't make any sense.
Yep. Next, Callaway launched a yellow stripe ball for the Bronells of the world.
I'll probably play it.
Why me?
I like
Did
it.
you like those tour responses?
No, I don't.
That was a test for a Callaway pod. Next, did you guys see that guy broke the Guinness World Record for most sim holes played in 24 hours? That's 720 holes.
Yeah.
Congrats,
Insane.
Kenneth.
Yeah, right.
What?
Never.
Do you think you could break it?
Okay, sorry. How many hours? 28.
24
24.
hours.
7
28.
I thought it was like 28 hours or something. It was something
in a day,
weird.
in a 24-hour period.
I
It
don't
said
know.
720
Okay, someone
holes.
do the math on that. How many hours or how many
It's like
holes?
30 holes an hour.
I mean, I'm not
Like,
gonna.
what were gimmies?
I'm not
Had
a
to be
math-
50 feet.
I don't know.
I'm not a math guy, but I think 72 is divided by 30.
It's pretty close.
Exact.
Yeah, 30-ish.
It's 30.
That's why I said 30.
I don't think I could.
Oh, okay.
I don't think so.
Did you have someone like getting the ball and bringing it back to the?
I imagine you just had a bucket of balls. And
Yeah.
just pulled them.
And
And gimmies had to be 50 feet.
Not searching under the curtain looking for the ball.
Or your tee.
Or your tee, yeah.
Probably didn't even use a tee.
I think it was in Australia, and he had said that it was just too hot to golf outside, so he was golfing indoors.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
It
They
also
raised a bunch
isn't
of money.
official. There wasn't a Guinness,
They were watching it.
but they weren't there.
No.
So it's not official yet. I think they
Oh.
had to do some.
Yeah, they have to watch the tape.
How many aces did he get?
Good question.
Probably
Well, it
got
wasn't
0.
in the story, so I would assume none.
Oh,
You'd think they would have brought that up.
yeah. Wouldn't have counted anyways. But
Do you think he played like how many courses is that? 720 divided by 18.
That's 4. Like multiple of 4.
So
40.
40.
Yeah.
Yeah. Think they're all different, or you just play the same one over and over again? Same hole over
I
and
would
over
hope
again?
different.
you would play the
courses.
same course over and over again.
Yeah, Silverwood.
I find there's way too many exact numbers there.
It does sound
40
a little fishy now that we start breaking these numbers down.
Yeah.
Fake, fake. The moaning, the groaning.
I guess the National Women's Amateur went on this week, won by Bernat Escude.
Mm-hmm.
You wanted to talk about this?
Yes. So it's kind of in Masters preview, but since we're talking about Augusta Women's National, so Rusty Shovel Sean sent me this message, and he makes a really good point. So if you apply for tickets to the Augusta Women's Tournament, would that not be an opportunity? You probably are going to get tickets easier. It's the week before, so you would think accommodations might be slightly cheaper. Would you rather just apply for tickets to that so that you can go and walk the grounds and actually get to Augusta? Because you gotta think tickets are easier to get. So would you rather do that knowing that you get to go to Augusta, but I'm not sure if that would hurt your chances to ever get actual Masters tickets? Because it's a really good point. Like, if your whole goal is to go to the Masters, sure, that's great. But if your goal is to actually just get to Augusta, why not apply for tickets to that? Get tickets, go to Augusta, walk the grounds, get to see it. You're just not seeing the tournament you want to see.
I think you're wanting tickets to the actual event, not just a course. But
See,
I don't know.
I disagree.
I never even thought about that.
Yes,
and
when
I
he
think
sent it to me,
might
I'm
be
like,
a great idea.
Yeah, because you got to think that they're not selling those tickets out.
No.
And it's the week before. The
And
accommodations got to be way cheaper.
You're probably getting like a better, sure, maybe the golf is different. I'm not gonna say worse,
Yeah.
But a better viewing
but
experience.
better viewing.
You're not
experience for
15
sure.
rows deep.
Yeah,
And I think for people like us, we've seen them play, the professional men
Yes.
play before.
I think I'd rather
It's
just
not-
go to the course.
I agree. I just to go walk it, 100%.
Holy shit!
you 3 area, and I'm out. Yeah. That'd be like going
Again.
there. That'd be like
No, it's got all over again.
Yeah.
no offense. Yeah. No. Yeah. Exactly. No offense to those women. They're great players, but that'd be like going and playing 9 there.
No, not for me.
Mm-mm.
When
Not
he
even
said this, I
close.
was 100% all in on it. I'm like, yeah, I want to just go to Augusta.
I agree.
I just
Because-
want to see what the course looks like. I don't even care who's playing it. Like, if you said you had an opportunity to go to Augusta and not even play the course, just walk it with no one on it, you wouldn't take that opportunity? Because that's basically what this is.
I guess so.
And you got to think they got all the merchandise in the tent.
Yes.
Yes.
Now you got pick of the litter.
Like, I
And-
think it was when he said it, I'm like, yeah, I'm all in. Like,
That-
apply for those tickets.
And
That
for
might be-
practice rounds, you can bring your phone in. So it'd be interesting to see if they would let you bring your phone for the Augusta Women's tournament.
Practice rounds.
Well, their tournament when they're actually playing on there, right? Because the Masters tournament, they don't allow you to bring your phone onto the grounds, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Maybe they would for the women's tournament.
And I don't care about any of the logistics other than me on the grounds.
Mhm.
And if that got you there, I
Yep.
think I'm all in on it.
Yep.
That's
Makes sense to me.
insane.
That's a really good idea, hey? Because there's no way they're selling out of tickets.
No chance.
So I don't know if you can buy
I
them.
don't even know if you would have to apply.
Yeah, you might just be able to buy them.
Probably
Look
get 'em-
into that.
But if you look
I
at
don't know.
the
You
crowd,
get WNBA tickets for $2. This isn't even pro golf.
Yeah.
I think of Dave Chappelle saying, "What if LeBron James played in the WNBA and he'd score 840 points a night?" I watch that reel all the time.
Okay, let's go around the world before we get
I'm
into
looking
the
it up, by the way.
Masters stuff. Champions Tour, the James Hardy Pro Football Hall of Fame Invitational was won by Angel Cabrera. I posted that tweet. He used a Odyssey Jailbird putter to win this tournament. So, tweet said the jokes write themselves, so we don't even have to go over it. The trophy was just like a little house.
Little
Really?
knife.
Yeah. Anyways, Canadian Gordon Burns was 28th. Alker didn't play, and neither did any of the other big names, really. On the Corn Ferry Tour, the Club Car Championship was won by Jérémy Gadon from
Nice
France.
pronunciation.
Golf cart trophy, obviously. Anyway, the
How
club
big?
like this, probably like this big. Yeah, about that.
Phones are prohibited.
They are.
Oh, rats.
Yep.
Etienne Papineau and Miles Creighton were 41st. Roger Sloan was 53rd. Yella Miraji was 56th. Stu Max 60th. And Matt Anderson missed the cut on the Corn Ferry Tour. On the Americas, the 70th ECP Brazil Open was won by Max Moldovan. Maybe?
Moldovan.
Yeah.
Moldovan. Drew Nesbitt was 4th. Matt Savoy was 10th.
Matt Savoy.
Not Matt Savoy. Whatever. Joey Savoy.
Yeah.
I don't know his first
The
name.
Tish man.
McDougal was 30th. AJ Ewart and Chris Christologo was 37th. Thomas Giroux was 45th. Pearson Hunt was 53rd. And Noah Steele was 69th. So a lot of Canadians made the cut on
Holy
the Americans
shit.
Tour. Then the LPGA, the T-Mobile Match Play, won by Madeline Sagstrom.
Callaway.
Brooke Henderson was 9th. Celine Boutier and this Buhai went 28 holes in their match in the semifinals, or quarterfinals, I guess. And Boutier won with a bogey on the 28th hole.
One with a bogey.
And they had previously tied with eagles and with bogeys
Yeah.
Crazy.
during that 9-hole stretch.
And then the Liv played in Miami this week. Mark Leishman got his first win on the Liv, so congratulations to him. The Rippers also won the team event.
Leishman won?
Yep.
Oh, good for him.
Uh,
First time I've heard his name in 2 years.
Pretty much, yep. Brooks said he's happy on the Liv, but thinks it should be further along. And then probably should have been our shots of the week, but Phil's bad break on the chip, hitting the pin and going into the water.
Everyone used to make fun of him for getting Bones to tend the
Yeah.
pin for him.
Yeah.
Might have been onto something. I'm going to get Canoop to tend the pin for me this year on those 50-yard shots on 13.
You know what's funny? He'd do that, and you'd miss, and then he'd ask you to do it for him, and you'd try and screw him over and, like, chuck the pin, and the ball would hit the pin and just go closer.
Or
Yeah.
bend it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, that's really it for news.
Well-
There's a few Masters things. Vijay Singh did withdraw today,
Injury.
so that he's out.
Hitting too many balls on the range. Like, fuck, pace yourself, man.
Hitting that tire where he just wails on that tire for hours. There's 8 lefties in the tournament this week. First time
Like
ever.
that a lot. A lot.
What else?
Nice to see one win.
Gary Player ranks the Masters as the last or
Yep,
the least,
Of course.
the bottom major, I guess.
Yeah, that comes up every year. He's an idiot every year.
Yeah, what's he going to pedal this year?
Imagine picking the PGA Championship over the Masters.
Um,
I'll give you the Open and the
US
US Open, but come on,
But
man.
still, you wouldn't. But for
Yeah.
argument's sake, you
Yeah.
could.
Yeah.
How
But the
many
PG.
how many debutantes this week?
Oh yeah, there it is. I was waiting.
I
for
don't
that.
know.
Couple.
The only other Masters
20,
things
21.
21
21, yeah.
debutantes.
Yeah.
The only other thing I want to talk about the Masters was that guy who got banned for life.
Yeah.
What an outrageous story! It is so outrageous. I think he's just trying to get free tickets.
It does sound a little
Let's
bit.
hear the
loose.
I
story.
think he sounds pretty genuine.
What's
so
the story?
he was in the auction and got drawn for tickets.
Yep.
Was taking, I don't know, a couple's trip, essentially 4 people.
Yep.
Had arranged childcare for his kids and accommodations, and then he gets an email or letter
Email.
email
Yep.
from Augusta saying, your tickets have now been canceled because we found you trying to sell them
To
on
a
the
third
internet,
party.
to a third party on the internet. And he's going, I have the tickets. Like,
I didn't do this.
I
he's
didn't
saying.
do this. And then he found like this Facebook account of like a picture of him.
Oh, so it actually wasn't him, or he claims it wasn't
He
him?
claims it wasn't him. And he's like, I had sent them like a 15-page letter of in the appeal process because you have to mail them a letter. And it has like pictures of him holding the ticket still, like screenshots of his accommodations he did, like all this stuff, flights, everything. Drove down to Augusta to like hand deliver it. And then they just ghosted him. And he's like banned for life.
And apparently
No
this fake
way.
account tried to sell tickets that they didn't even have, right? Because he has
He
damn
has the tickets.
Yeah.
He's saying, I
Which,
did not try to do this.
You could, like, if that guy took any pictures and like posted on social
Yeah, you
media.
can copy anyone's.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know, but it's still like, and now he's like trying to get back in.
Sob
like,
story kind of thing. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I do feel very bad for him.
If
Fucking terrible would
it's
that be?
real.
A
If
trip
it's
if it's
of a
real,
lifetime.
that's the most.
Because maybe
Oh.
he did try to sell him, even if he has them in his hands.
That's
And then
awful
after
Knoop.
he got caught, then he did all the booking and stuff like that. He's like, okay, I got caught, I'll just go.
Yeah.
Like, because he could do that too.
Yeah, I don't know if I believe him, but I'm a skeptic.
Yeah,
so
you don't believe anything.
Everything's fake on the
Yeah,
internet.
I did look
I
up
believe him.
the Augusta Women's Amateur does have an application process, but I bet you it's far easier to get tickets.
Probably a little bit easier.
I think I'm going to
You
apply to
gotta think
that.
People are thinking that now, though. Well, they will
Certainly
now.
now.
so-
Yeah.
yeah.
So to
gonna-
millions now. So
I am 100% applying for that next year.
You should.
Why not? I just want to go to the grounds, and thanks to Sean.
just take a little grass home with you.
Yeah.
You get banned for life for that, for sure.
Yeah.
Seen him ban people for less.
Just like sit. All you have to do
You
is just
piss
like
on the
sit on
ground.
the ground, sit on the ground, take a break, and then as you're getting up, just like adjust your leg and just like grab some grass on your ass, put it in your back pocket,
So-
and hope for the best.
Here's a question. Now that you said piss, so you get the chance to play Augusta.
You pissing in the bushes?
Well, yeah. Are you pissing the bushes? Are you pulling the Bronell and just going to the rough, the edge of the fairway?
Yeah.
Just pissing the rough?
Willows
'Cause,
is
like,
one of
it's
his
just
favorite
another
courses.
it's just another golf course, though. You do that at the Hillcrest. Like, what's the difference?
I would probably wait for the washrooms. Yeah,
You're
That
waiting
was-
for the wash.
that was funny when Bronell pissed just off the tee box at the Willows, like in the middle of nowhere. There's no trees around or anything.
It was between the tee boxes. It was rough. It was
Yeah,
rough.
but there wasn't even a tree around.
well,
Well,
Get your back to
there
people.
wasn't a tree. If there was a tree, I would have gone that one, but there wasn't one.
Just
I think I
hill-
birdied that
just
hole.
hills
Actually,
or bowling bumpers or whatever you want to call
I
them.
did birdie that hole. That's it. for
Anything
news.
else for Masters?
Oh,
Oh,
lots
we
of
got our
stuff.
menus.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that
fuck.
fucking thing.
Are you done news? Yeah, you already did around the
Yeah,
world.
I'm done news.
Masters, we got to do our suppers.
And then making
We
the
could
cut.
save it for next week, but
Masters dinner. No, let's do our dinners. I got one. It's pretty basic. I
Mine's
was
pretty
like,
basic,
I was
too.
going all like crazy, and then you'll love this. So my menu: appetizers, mushrooms, Neptune from the keg. 'Cause I
You
love
just
that
love
stuff.
that's a very good choice.
Those are
Uh,
pretty good.
then for a salad, I got an almond and spinach with salad with raspberry vinaigrette on it.
Strawberries
Almost
in
got
there?
the same one.
Sounds unnecessary.
Feta in there?
Do we have the
Or
same
goat cheese?
goat cheese?
Nice.
My main though, I think we might divert here, because I got taco in a bag.
Yeah, I think so.
I can see where
In
you
a
just,
fucking
the
bag.
switch just happened.
and then for dessert, I got Oreo cheesecake.
That's good.
No tomato in that taco in a bag,
No,
obviously. right?
no, it'll be a taco in a bag bar. So you
Oh.
can put it in there if you want.
It's a
And then
buffet.
I almost put taco in a bag for the kids, and then like some sort of steak or something like that, or a chicken orzo or something, because I like chicken orzo.
Mm.
But then I was like, nah, I'm just leaving it as taco in a bag. I think everyone would love that.
Yeah.
That's all I
The
got.
taco bar at the Legends Player Cup's always a good
Yeah,
good one.
exactly.
A hit. Yeah.
Tots.
Just a bunch of tots.
Tots.
Yeah.
Yeah. I went last year. I went all tots.
That's all you need.
Just made a tots poutine,
Yeah,
basically.
yeah.
Like a tots, like
So good.
taco salad. Really?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Genius.
A totso salad.
Good one.
That should be what it's called. Yeah.
I'll go. So my appetizers, I got beef nachos because it's just the best appetizer.
Yep.
Chili chicken lettuce wraps.
Oh, yeah. I haven't had
really
lettuce wrap
enjoy
in a
those.
long
They're
time.
very, very good.
Hmm.
First course, spring spinach salad with feta, strawberries, candied pecans, and like same as you, raspberry vinaigrette salad
Yeah, of
dressing.
course. Yep.
Why are you
Uh,
making it fancier than it needs
It's so
to be?
good.
Do you have
It's so
taco in a bag as your
No.
main?
Beef tenderloin sous vide with the Canoop family marinade, and then double stuffed mashed potatoes, Brussels sprouts, and bacon. That's my main.
Double stuffed mashed potatoes?
yeah.
How do you stuff mashed
It's
potatoes?
very, very good. You just
It's very hard to do, too.
Essentially, you just put it back in the like.
That's a baked
It's a
potato.
double stuffed baked
baked
potato.
You
then.
don't put it back. It's like it's
Oh.
fully mashed. You put it in the shell.
Oh,
That's
you're
a
just
Yeah.
not
baked
double
potato.
baking
That's
it.
double baked.
That's a
No,
double baked
he's not-
potato.
He's not baking it.
You're
a
not
second
I
baking
know,
it
but
a
it's still
second
called that.
Yeah, it's-
Sure, whatever you want to call
Well,
it.
you can't double mash potatoes if
Yes.
there's no shell to put
Yes.
them in.
Mm, Yeah.
You can't triple
What are you
stamp
gonna-
it double
are you gonna-
stack.
Are you
Once
gonna
something's
create-
wet, it can't get any more wet.
Yeah, you're gonna create a bowl of mashed potatoes, mash them up,
Yes.
and then put the mash back
you-
in the bowl of
And you
mash.
pipe in more.
No, back in, yes, in the
You pipe in.
the skin, and then dessert
Yeah,
just
skin.
apple
That's
crisp,
a baked potato.
apple crisp with ice cream, drizzled caramel sauce, and then some score bites.
Yeah, that's good. Yep.
Score bites.
All right, you
Sounds
go
pretty
next,
good.
Harv.
Yeah, I'll
and then
save the food.
guy. Yeah.
My I got a few apps. It's Dynamite Roll, Chicken Wings, and Bandera Bread.
Oh, love that. Yep. I had dynamite roll on. My wife and I went to Mitsu. They're up to $9 now on their dynamite rolls.
That's still
Still
$7 cheaper than
$7
Browns.
cheaper than
Yes.
Browns. Yep. Right across the
We
street.
just had that
Soup
Saturday.
salad. I couldn't think of one,
Browns?
so I'm
No,
just
me
going
too.
Caesar salad. Just keep it simple.
Caesar salad, yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Table side?
I don't know what that means. Out of a bag, I guess.
Is there bacon on
bag.
it?
Yeah, just go to Safeway or Co-op, the local Co-op at Augusta, and just grab bags of
Yeah.
romaine and
I've only had
sauce packet.
the only time I ever have bagged Caesar salad is like at drafts. Like we've never ever made a bagged salad at home.
Where you put
Like
the
those bi-
anchovies in there too? Or
Those
what?
kale ones we'll have, but
Oh,
like
yeah.
never a Caesar salad. Just buy a fucking head of
Yes.
romaine and make
Yeah.
a Caesar salad.
Those kale ones.
It's
are
true.
So good.
That's what we do.
Yeah.
Okay.
La di da. Beef Wellington, and they have a fish option on there on Scotty, so I just put fish and chips.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
From
And
the East
then
Coast.
dessert is just a DQ ice cream cake.
Just like ice cream cake.
Peanut butter
So
cup.
overrated.
Peanut cup.
Overrated?
It's
Oh,
overrated because it's $27 now.
Well, if the whole bottom
lying.
was
Yeah.
the inside chocolate piece, it would be better.
The crust, you mean?
Yes. Like if the crust was the entire bottom rather than having ice cream along the outside.
Okay, I know what you mean.
Like
would
you
be
mean the
better.
chocolate and the fudge?
Yes. If
Yeah.
that was the full base. No ice cream surrounding it.
The chocolate is
make
also
sense?
ice cream.
Yeah.
You mean no vanilla ice cream?
That's what I mean. Yes, the vanilla one.
Okay, Bronell, food guy.
So I didn't even make one because I didn't even realize we were doing it, and I was at baseball practice.
That's right. You can make it right
But,
now. Top of your head. Food guy.
Mine's gonna be based on if Shoemaker Shawarma won the Masters.
Oh God,
So,
here we go.
Appetizers.
Can
Butter
I change mine
chicken?
to premium plus crackers with marble cheese?
Did I ever tell you guys that I make? So my dad sent a picture of it the other day. I've had this before many times because my dad is a farmer, but he takes soda crackers, puts dollops of ketchup, and then puts Worcestershire sauce on top.
Weird.
So it's literally crackers, ketchup, and Worcestershire sauce,
That's
and it's
disgusting.
great.
Yeah,
Great?
that's-
Great. He
Really
sent a
try
picture in
it.
our family chat the other day. He's like, "Oh, having some farm delicacy tonight," and then every one of my brothers and in-laws and everyone that's in the group chat's like, "That's disgusting." And he was just waiting for me to say "yum," and sure enough, I came in with a "save me one," and he just. My mom said he walked around the rest of the house. He's like, "Yep, one of my boys like this." And I love it. I kind of want to make some tonight.
I mean,
now that
I
we're
try
talking
it.
Yeah, for sure.
But I'm adventurous like that when it comes to food.
Yeah, like a hot,
Fuck's sake.
a hot ketchup cracker.
Uh,
Sorry, go ahead.
So if Akshay Bhatia won the Masters,
Actually,
I
or
thought it was
Shubunga Sharma?
either one,
So is there butter chicken on this?
either
thing?
one. No. So I'm starting off with some chicken samosas. So
I don't know what those are. You're gonna have to
You
explain.
get-
I don't know if I've
You
had
never
a
had
chicken one.
samosas?
Just veggie.
Those are those pockets of like those
Like
triangle
yeah,
triangle
they're like
pockets.
fried.
Hot pocket.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You can have like the mint chutney dip or like sweet and sour kind of style.
Okay.
We'll go with
Zero
that.
for one in my.
And then we're going
I ain't
straight.
eating that.
We're going straight into just like family style. So we got a
Yeah.
pile of biryani, chicken biryani.
Don't know what that is.
We
Yeah,
have
what's the
the
difference?
best.
Like,
we have
what
beef
is that?
vindaloo. We have
Oh, vindaloo actually is pretty
mango
good.
coconut curry with prawns. We got chicken tikka masala on the skewers. We got
So when you say family style, is this like they're gonna make it like those Instagram videos on the street?
with their
Throw it all in
feet.
a pot.
With their feet, yeah. It's everything's made with their feet for this.
I can only assume.
Did you see? Have you seen the parody account
Yes.
of that? Oh, yeah.
So family style Harv is just like there's just dishes of everything and you just go and help yourself.
Yeah. But
You're
it's
not
a
served-
buffet, also known as a buffet.
Yeah. You're not served a plate. So
This is a high class
you can take
place.
you can take whatever you want.
Yep. Okay.
Did I mention beef vindaloos on,
Yes,
on the
because
list?
I said
Okay.
vindaloo's awesome.
Yeah, yeah. So
that was
those
a co-op chicken.
those 3 or
vindaloo.
4 things, that's good enough. And then for dessert, we're just having just a big bowl of cinnamon toast crunch.
Oh,
for dessert.
Yeah.
I
it should be
like
a cereal bar. Have a bunch of cereals. Lucky Charms, Fruit Loops.
There's only one good kind.
Well, Lucky Charms and Fruit Loops are great.
No.
Oh, awesome.
that. I've never eaten Lucky Charms in my life.
I don't believe
They're
you.
not that good.
I swear to God.
Oh my God, I have 4 boxes of Lucky Charms in my house right now.
And I think I've only had
They're
one
not good.
bowl of Fruit Loops in my life.
I
Fruit
have
Loops
2
are
boxes
okay.
of Fruit Loops.
I'm
All right.
like an alphabets guy.
You going making the cut or picks? Making the cut, I guess.
I guess making the cut.
Making the
You want
cut.
to save it for next week,
No.
or is it Masters
My
themed?
computer might die while we.
So it's
this thing.
it's only been an hour and 16 minutes. We're like half done.
It's got 35%.
So making the cut. So I don't know. I posted that one in the group about cutting championships. Remember it was like Stanley Cup.
yeah.
So it's not that. It's tournament courses on the PGA Tour. So there's 8 of them. You cut 4. There's just no PGA Tour events at these courses ever again.
Okay.
So
Okay.
you have Pebble Beach, Kapalua, Torrey Pines, TPC Scottsdale, Riviera, Muirfield Village, Bay Hill, or Harbor Town.
Okay.
Now, so another event can't just come to this course.
Correct.
Yeah.
No majors are going there.
They're gone.
They're just not available to the PGA Tour for the rest of the time.
Okay. I'll need you to help me out, but I know I'm keeping Pebble, Bay Hill, TPC Scottsdale, and Riv.
Okay, so you're cutting Torrey Pines,
Yep.
Kapalua,
Yep. Ooh.
Muirfield Village, and Harbor Town.
No, I'm not cutting Kapalua. I'll cut Bay Hill. Pebble, Kapalua, Scottsdale, Riv.
Okay.
I'm cutting Scottsdale, Muirfield Village, Bay Hill, Harbor Town. So I'm
close.
keeping Riv,
Yep.
keeping Torrey and Kapalua because I played those
Big
two,
California guy.
Yep.
and keeping Pebble as well.
So we're close. We just had one different.
I'm keeping Pebble, Muirfield, Bay Hill, and Riv. Cutting Scottsdale.
You're cutting the Hawaii course?
Yeah. Yeah.
You're a Hawaii guy?
They have the other one over there. Cutting Scottsdale, Harbor Town, Kapalua, and Torrey can fucking go.
Yeah,
That's an
Torrey-
easy one.
Torrey
Torrey's the
and Har-
easiest cut.
I think Harbor
No.
Town's easiest.
Harbor Town's easy.
Yeah.
It's been there for so long, though.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
I'm just saying. I'm cutting Torrey Pines, Scottsdale, Kapalua, and also Harbor Town.
Yeah, we're the same.
Did we?
Yeah.
You got to
Wow.
keep Muirfield Village.
Great
Pebble.
minds. Bay Hill's the
I
only-
could probably
Bay
keep
Hill ain't
Bay
that
Hill
great.
and cut Bay Hill, keep Harbor Town
That's
Yeah.
tough.
for the Lynx 3.
I used to be a big Riv fan. I might be off of it a bit.
I like
now.
Riv.
It's nice,
You
but
haven't seen it for 2 years.
I know.
It's burnt down, isn't it?
I don't know.
16 at
I'll always remember the JT Shank at Riv.
Hmm.
It's just like my
I always remember the
melted.
JT Shank at Hamilton.
And that, yeah.
Yeah. All right, well, let's get into picks. Recap.
Okay, pick
Picks.
recap. three guys did pretty good.
So I assume I'm the bad one.
Correct.
Yeah.
Bronell, Canoop, and myself all had 9 points this week.
Okay.
Wow.
So I had Ryder 3, Valmaki 3, Svensson also 3, Jesper Svensson. Bronell had Hisatsune, Ryder, and Cam Young for 3
That was
points
good.
each.
That's not bad. Ronan.
And Canoop had Hoagie, Hostler, Valimaki for 3 points each.
People might need to start betting our picks here if they're not
How many
already.
cuts. Maddie
Even
B
top
had 3
20s?
points. EVR made the cut. Brinjamin withdrew, so he took Aubert or Aberg, who missed the cut. and
Crazy.
Yeah.
Isaiah Salinda also
Mhm.
missed the cut
He
for a
stumped.
0. So the standings are
Friday.
Canoop
He was good.
87,
Thursday.
Bronell 67, Harv 65, Maddie B 55.
Fuck, I
Oof.
can't.
You're 67.
I'm
Oh,
20 back still.
Hmm.
All right, let's
I'm
hear it.
32 back.
Nothing special this week, hey? Just standard 3 picks.
Standard
Three
3.
picks.
I guess so, and it's worth the same as the other ones.
Correct.
Jesus.
Should be maybe worth double.
Should be worth at least.
On the
Something
fly,
more.
We've
change it
talked
to
about
double.
this. If there's a
This is the first
off
major.
week
So
event, then what was the last one that had 2 that you guys wanted?
players,
No.
Was it
No,
2
there wasn't
tournaments
2 that week.
or not 2 tournaments, but we wanted to do something bigger for that, did we not?
For the majors, I said.
Yeah.
Double the points for the majors.
I'm okay with doubling the points for the majors,
Double the points.
but still only 3.
Yeah, 3 to 6.
3 to guys. Three
Guys,
I mean.
and then based off your thing, it's double points, so it's 6, 4, and 2.
Yep.
Yeah, that makes sense. Do better in
Yeah.
the majors, you can catch up.
Okay.
Yep.
Maybe.
Double the points.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
All right, your first canoe.
Okay, what was the cutoff? For
We
the
all
line?
agree.
9,000?
We all agree. It's
Yeah,
double the
I-
points.
That's fine.
Okay.
It was 9,000.
I still think off-week events should be the double points
Be
because
hilarious.
it's harder.
Yeah, let's
Um,
do majors. Let's do majors.
My first guy I'm going
This
to take,
year.
Adam Scott, hasn't missed a cut here in like 14 years.
And he's a 2.
He's a 3.
No chance.
There is no
No.
chance.
He's 120. He's plus.
He's
Yeah,
110.
He's plus 100 or plus 12,000.
That's the cutoff.
plus 12,000.
Yeah.
So he's a 2.
Yes.
Okay, I
Still
thought it was
taking him.
9,000 was
No.
the cutoff.
I'll
I thought
count
he
'em
said
right-
40.
I'll
I thought
count
he
'em
said
He's
right
in.
now.
Scott, Berger, McNeely are all in
Twos.
twos.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Horschel, and Rye, Pendrith, they're 3s.
So 140.
125.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just inside. Yep.
So he's a 2.
He's worth 4.
4, yep.
I have Pendrith, so I think that he would be the same.
Nope. He's more. He's a 3.
And Phil, he's a 2. So
6,
4.
6 and 4. Yeah.
Yeah. So Phil 2, Scott 2, Pendra 3.
Do you guys know that Matt McNeely's 10th in the world now overall?
Yeah, I have him. I
Second
have him
this
in my
week.
picks.
Very good.
Do you?
Yeah.
I'm going Harris English for 6. Made the last 3. Made his last 3 cuts at the Masters. Decent last week. T18. I'm going Denny McCarthy. He's only played in 1 Masters, but he made the cuts, so I'm hoping
Yep.
that continues. And then for 4 points, I have the biggest lock maybe in the history of golf picks. I know I said that about Shane Lowry at the Honda or
Yep.
Cognizant maybe, but Sergio Garcia is the biggest lock in the history of golf to make the cut this
You
week.
doing this
So-
just to jinx him?
Me.
Don't know.
Okay. He's a
He's
4.
up there.
I hope it
Let's
falls
go.
down on
He's
your
a
head.
4.
Yeah,
Okay.
4, yeah.
he's a mid pack.
I'm going Lucas Glover for 6.
Unreal.
He's down there?
Yes, he's on 3 DraftKings teams for me this week.
Thomas Dietrich for 6.
Oh my,
Mm,
he's
debutant.
on DraftKings too.
First Masters for him.
Yes,
Yep.
he's
I
on.
know
Say it
exactly.
right.
And I'm going Kevin Yu for 6.
You, Kevin Yu.
Oh,
Michael
okay.
Kim down there too.
Based off those,
Kevin
okay,
Yu playing?
So I got,
Yeah.
I got Mav McNeely. I guess he's a 4.
Oh yeah, he's
now.
way down there.
So I got Mav. I got Corey Connors. Sorry,
For 4.
for 4,
Yeah.
and I got Bobby McIntyre for 4.
You're just gonna try to nickel and dime your way up
Yeah.
to the top, eh?
So DK Darlings though this week, Denny McCarthy's on a couple teams. I got Sergio. He's probably not a darling. He's going to be pretty heavily owned, I think. I think Mav, just because he's down so far, might be. So I got him on a couple teams. That Sergio thing, I think I have him on 1.
Sep.
But I have Sepp on 3 teams too.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be heavy owned.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I just don't know which scrub I like for, because Tom Hogue, he doesn't do well at the Masters. So
What about Nick Hogard?
I don't have him on a team yet. I should put him on a team?
I wanted
Hogard?
to take him.
What
But
about,
I went with Phil instead.
when you said Nick, I thought of Dunlap.
Yeah.
No, I'm betting him to miss the cut.
Yeah.
What about Cam Davis?
Don't have him on any teams.
Mm.
I'm going to put Kevin Yu on a team, though. Just with that strokes gained
Yeah, that's
stat
what I
we
did.
saw.
I mean, he's also like 168th in the world in putting, but
That's a problem.
He hits it a long way,
Yeah,
though.
he
That's
so
a problem. Yeah, but that's the thing about the Masters. If the greens aren't, if there's something happens where I don't know what the forecast is this
weather's
week.
bad. So
Yeah, so if they have to slow the greens down a little bit, helps the putters, and those long guys get every par 5.
Yep.
It's just the problem for him is going to be on all the par 4s when he's on and 2. Can he 2-putt?
that's right.
Top live guy, everyone? Bryson?
Bryson.
Kind of unanimous on that? Rom?
Patrick Reed.
Fuck off.
Serious?
I'm
I
dead
got to put
serious.
him on a team now?
Yeah, I think he's going to be the best, best of their group.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
man.
say
What about your buddy Brooks?
Joaquin
Yeah.
Neiman,
Yeah, Neiman. He's on
best
a
in
couple.
the world.
Don't forget about Cam Smith, too, here.
Yeah, I was between those two.
Yeah. And then who do you guys got to win?
Um,
Gun to your head. Got to pick one guy.
Scotty Scheffler.
I don't think so. History is bad to repeat champions.
it's not gun to my head, but I like a random Will Z win.
Oh,
I
man. I would
love
love
that
that.
call, actually.
I want to change mine because I gotta say it, Rory McIlroy. I gotta say
You
it.
do
I
it every
gotta
year.
have him
You do
when
it every
he-
year.
when he does it.
Can
Yeah.
you imagine Will Z winning the Masters?
Oh, I would love that. He's got 3 top 10s and 3 appearances, but
Just the most.
he's either due
random
to win. He's either due to win or due to be a stinker, and I think we got to pick him in picks. But fuck, it's gonna be tough.
I'll say random top 10. Tyrrell Hatton.
Yep.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I'm s-
John
I'm-
Rahm's winning.
I think Dustin Johnson's gonna be good
John
this week.
Rahm again.
DJ.
Yep.
He just was so bad last year.
Yeah, he's good this week in
Yeah.
Miami.
Yeah,
I'm-
a tough course.
I'm taking Colin Morikawa.
You are.
Yep.
Did you guys burn John Rahm last week? Or last?
No,
for the players.
Didn't
We're,
play-
our
couldn't play.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
our picks. I'm sure no one's listening at this point. I think we're going heavy. We're going Rory, Scotty.
I think we're dumping Rory.
We are dumping Rory.
I think we
Yeah, I
should.
don't know.
We were thinking about going Rory, Scotty,
Colin,
Bryson. Bryson.
That's heavy.
That's
But I-
heavy.
I think
He
we
get-
should dump
we-
Rory for
Will Z?
Zalatoris and save Rory for Royal Portrush. Northern
so you
Ireland.
can miss the cut again.
I think he might win 2 majors. Can you imagine? Wow.
If we
Will
don't-
Z's
And the
one thing.
players, like,
Will
that's
Z's one thing, but
big.
imagine if
Yeah.
Rory McIlroy wins the Masters this year.
If he doesn't win, if we don't pick him and he wins, I'm still happy.
Rory?
Yeah.
No,
I
I'm
hope
not
he
happy
wins
at
this
all.
week.
If Rory wins the Masters and
It's
we don't
okay,
have
I'll
him,
just bring it up again that I picked them for the players. and we didn't use them, so
Yeah.
yeah, it's gonna be great. I can't wait. Just another Masters. He's here, and then the weather's nice. Go play golf next week.
Mhm.
At
John
the driving
Rahm,
range
get
at
him in.
worst. Okay.
I'll give you. Fuck.
No,
give
don't
me
do
odds?
it. Don't do it.
Why Rom?
You're going to give me odds?
Yeah,
that what you're gonna
I
say?
don't think he finishes in the top 20.
I'll take that.
Straight up.
Yeah.
No.
4 beers on the
Top
pod
15.
next week.
Top 15.
Top 15.
4 beers next week.
'Kay.
Okay. Deal. Done.
You have
still owe
top
me
15?
6, so I think next
No
week
way.
is
I
10.
paid that up long ago.
No, you did not.
All right. You guys got anything else?
I don't know.
All right,
I
it's
don't know how I'm going
Masters
to work
week.
Thursday, Friday. But
89 minutes Masters week. It's time for us to hit the clubhouse.